listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to UppTalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say UppTalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
Just think that after EIB, we'll have 2 to 3 topics left. By hopefully next week, this session should be over. I think we are able to see the screen now, right? Here we have to select inbound. Now, why are we selecting inbound and what is the use of inbound, guys? Tell me. Inbound. We are selecting that we can get the data inserted into Workday, correct? Put the name in anything of your choice. The code that you have used, you can use that or you can use my code. That does not matter. Underscore IB inbound. Or you can just say in. That is also fine. Click on. Now you see you have the general settings right. And on the left hand side, same type of things. You will see. What are you seeing here is get data transformation and delivery. These 3 steps are common. And then you have the name and ID. Name and ID is basically general thing. Without that, you can't move forward. Now you can go ahead and click on next. From where are we going to get the data? Just think that this is going to be an inbound system, correct? The source of data that we are going to get is a third party. Yes or no? If it is a third party, which means either I have to build a connection and get the data from there, or there is already a connection. I just need to use it, or they can send us the file and we can insert it into the system manually. Correct? These are the only 3 ways. Is there any other way you can think of that? You can get the data from the third party. First is build a connection, and that is basically a CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous deployment. That once that connection is built, you can get the data from there whenever you want. You will run the integration, you will automate the process, and you will be able to get the data. Second thing is if they send us the data in any other form and we are there to insert it manually. Right. I said there is a third thing also. What is the third thing? Initially I said 3 things. Anybody remembers it? No. Don't recall the file. Sorry, can you repeat file? I mean, as sort of like you said, we can get the file and from there also we can get it. Right. Now you click on that, which is the retrieval method, right? See, it is exactly the same as you saw in the delivery method. In the outbound, we saw that this option was there in delivery method. Why was it there in delivery method and now why it is there in the retrieval method? Can anybody explain me? Because source could be from those, like when we are going to send, it will be from this list, or when we are going to consume, it could be. Source could be a 3 bucket, OF, T, SFTP or somewhere. Just think in this way. In the outbound integration, I am sending the data to a third party. My source of data is Workday. And I will extract the data first. I will transform it. And then finally, I will build a connection to send the data. Correct? That is how it works. Right. But here it is just the opposite. First, we have to build a connection, get the data from whom? From the third party system. And then transform it in such a way that can be inserted into Workday. Third option, perform that operation which helps you to insert the data into Workday. There is a major difference. What is that major difference? The connection in outbound is done at the end. In inbound, the connection is done at the first step itself. Because I have to get the data from them. Does it make sense to all of you? Here also see, we don't have a real-time system, right? We already have used Amazon Simple Storage. We have understood about it, right? HTTP, FP, all those we have discussed and understood. Let's try to use attach file at launch. That is the option we are going to use, attach file at launch. Why we are using it? I'll tell you about it in few minutes. Attach file at launch and then scroll it down. See, that is asking. They are asking for the data format because Workday has a very specific format of the data. That's the reason they are looking for a specific format. Workday format data. Here you see file type. In the file type, I will request the third party team when they are sending the data to me. I can easily pick it and do what? Guys, I can easily pick that file and do what? Transformation. Transformation. Insert data in Workday. Actually, yes. Transformation would already be done. That's the transformation. When the data is put in the right field, right column name and everything. Here you see. It says file type. A file type is web service spreadsheet template. And then you see it says web service operation. Click on that. What do you see here? You have multiple web services. that is provided by Workday. Now all these web service that you see, it is basically using SOAP. All these operations that you are seeing here, it is all using SOAP. Now how many of you actually understand what is SOAP? So press. I don't know. I have to. Only Jitendra is understanding. What is SOAP? No worries. Anyways, we are going to discuss that in our next topic. Whatever you are seeing here, right? If you see, it's completely different type of sections that you have. Absence management, academic advising, academic foundation, right? All the things that you see, these are all separate modules within Workday. Or no? These are all different modules that you have. Now let's imagine a use case for inbound. Suppose your client with whom you are working, they were using PeopleSoft. Once they use PeopleSoft, now they are migrating to Workday. And they have 10,000 locations where their offices are created. The same 10,000 location has to be created in the Workday system also. Or no? If you know the functional part, have you created location? And I did in the core HCM. In the core H, did you create the location? For one location, how much time did you take? 5 minutes. 5-6 minutes. And that also if you have experience, then only. Initially, people may not have much of experience. Just imagine 10,000 locations. And if I am using 5 minutes for one location, 1,000 to 5, 50,000 minutes you require to transfer the data from PeopleSoft to Workday and getting that created or inserted. Yes or no? Third, so into 5. How many hours of work that you're doing? Just think in that perspective. You know, it's up close to 80-90 hours that we are doing just to insert 1,000 locations all at once. I will use inbound integrations because inbound integrations or outbound integrations, whatever it is, it helps you reduce your execution time. It saves you a lot of money. And indeed, if your people are not working, then your money is also saved. Right? What you do here is, or what we are doing here is, we will use just type in, look at, type in, put location, hit enter, put location. There are multiple things that you set. Put location attribute, put location customer account. Right. There are two types of functions when you talk about web service in Workday. One is called as get and one is called as put. Do you understand the difference between get and put? Anybody? Can you help me understand what is get and what is put? When we are going to read some data from web service or from the source, we will call again. And when we are going to write data on the server, and we'll use put or post. Put or post. The important part within Workday. You have rightly stated that if I have to extract the data, Workday system, I'm going to use get method. If I have to insert the data into Workday, then I have to use the post method, or you can say push method. The web services names are also like that. If you want to extract the data, you will get keyword. And with that keyword, you will be able to get all the information. Then you have put information. And put is basically used for inserting that data into Workday. Put helps you perform those activities without any difficulty. Is the difference between them clear to all of you? Get and put. Then we have selected location. And I give you an example. We have taken a use case that we are going to insert 10,000 locations all at once. Click on next. I'm still loading. Now you see transformation, or you can say transform. Here you don't have options. It will always be a template model because we are using a web service spreadsheet. Right? Click on that and see. What that you are going to see, it says template model, right? The transformation is done through template model. Now what is template model? Because we are using our own web service, which is our inbound web service, which is location, which means this web service will contain the structure, the API of the complete location. Are you getting my point? Or no? Can you hear me? What I'm trying to say here is this is using the template model. Now template will be generated by Workday and send it to the third party. That once they return the template to us, it contains the value in the way we have desired. And that's the reason all this kind of integration use template model. I hope it is clear to all of you. Click on next. Now finally, it's asking you for your delivery, where exactly the delivery would be done. Tell me, where exactly are we going to deliver the data in Workday? We are going to deliver the data inside Workday. That's the reason. Here you see. What does it say? Delivery method, Workday Web Service. Now why it is saying Workday Web Service operation? What is the reason behind anybody. We are using Workday Web Services. Exactly. And then below that, you see it says put location, web service. Right. The web service name is also there, and we are doing web service operation. Right. And that's the delivery. Is being done in Workday. That's the reason we use it. Now let's go ahead and click on next. This is the summary. We have put the name, get the data. From where? We are getting the data, source file, and that source file is coming from a different system also. Then data format. Then you see the transformation. What is the web service that it is using? It will always highlights. It's in blue color. And then the delivery. The delivery has to be done inside Workday. That's the best part. You take the responsibility and go ahead now and click on the configuration wise. Configuration wise. My inbound is created. Let's click on the integration system that you see. It's an inbound integration system. First of all, what we have to do is we need to send the template to the third party. Then only they'll be able to insert the value and give the template back to us. Correct? No. For that, we will generate templates. Now from where we are going to generate the template, click on Actions. There is an option, Generate. Not there. Template model. There is an option. It says Template model. Right. And then there is an option. It says Generate spreadsheet template. Please click on that. And there are two options. One is your Excel. Click on it. And there are two options. One is Omlael. For all of your convenience. P. Those who are not aware about XM, let's generate Excel template. Click on Submit. What is this? Generate spreadsheet with data. We don't need our data. We need to get the data from the third party. It is just asking you that you want the data also to be present in the spreadsheet. We will say no. Because the data has to come from third party. Just click on Submit. Here it will run in integration. But what is going to happen? This is not an integration. It is just generating a file. Very soon in the output file, you will see one value coming in saying put location not now available in my reports. Right. That is the file. Just refresh it once. You will get it in the output file. You see, in the output file you have one document. Click on that. This will take some time for them to do it. What I was trying to explain you here is, once you receive this template, right, this template will give you the complete structure of location, business object. We have studied business object, right? Do you remember it? What is business object used for? It only stores all the data. This is the facility where you will have all the data. Absolutely correct. if it is containing the data, which means the column names that it has to be imperfectly, fine state. Oh no, because if the column names are there, it must match with the API. Correct, right? If the API name is there in that, what will happen when you generate the template, web service template? That template basically will give you the name of the col- column with the data type, what kind of action it has, for example, location ID or location name and location usage. These two things are mandatory. I'm just giving an example. Location and location usage. These two things are mandatory. Now, if we have, when you have all these structure correctly, the field name, and then you have your relationship, then you have your, data type, and then finally the API name of the field. If all these things are correctly put and as a part of the template, what you have to do is see as a third party. The first thing that you have to do is map this field that you have got from Workday to the field that you have in your system. And we took an example of PeopleSoft, right? PeopleSoft and Workday are very common, but the fields are different. It's not the same type of field. What is happening here? That they are going to take that. I hope you are getting the point. Does the template also shows us which fields are mandatory, required fields. It will show you that also. Are you able to log in? Just run the integration once again. I want you to download that template. What have you mentioned? That it is asking you for the name of the EIB. Run it once again. Click on Actions. Generate spreadsheet template. Give me a couple of questions. SS Karim's here. Do you have me just go share it in the next few? One mic. What happened? It is still blocking. Can you hear me? I don't know. I mean, is it still blocking or no? It's not. It's not blocking, but it came to this page and then refresh it once. Refreshed, click on that file once again. What is it? Blocked by your organization. They are trying to make the changes. I think that's a reason you're not able to do it. Not a problem. See, what I was supposed to do now is once this file template would have been generated and it was in front of you, then what we could have done is let me see if I am able to connect to my tenant. Give me a few minutes, it will. This will help us wrap up this chapter itself. We'll spend some like 5-10 minutes and then finish it off. I'll try to connect to my tenant once again because my user has that ability that I can actually download the template for your practice. You would need it. I have asked them to remove that, limitation because deliberately it was put that you should not face any difficulty. Give me a few minutes in the meantime. Do you have any questions? Anybody is not able to understand anything. I mean, you feel that? No, I am not able to get it properly because I have one question. Yesterday or before yesterday, you are showing us the web services directory. Yes, no, you have put in. That's fine. Search, hit enter. Hit enter, that is fine. Click on more categories. Click on this one. Click on refresh once again. Right. Do you see that it is showing blocked? Guys, there is a challenge then, but this side it is showing right. Put location source is now available in your report. Click on that because it's a template. It will be generated, but anyways, we need to download this. Why we need to download? The reason for that is we can't work without downloading it. Without the download, it will not allow us. Alright, everything is set. I just have to generate the template. Excel submit. Here it is put. Location 73. I don't know why that is many files in my remote desktop. Now you see what you are able to see here. It is more like a template, right? And the template has what column names. It has the column names. If you have, gone through the functional training, right? See, this is a field which is location name and it is required, location usage required, and may have multiple values, right? If you go through all that right, whatever things are required, you will come to know. Whatever things are not required, you will see that. These are the two fields where you have required value. Let's say I am putting the values now Delhi, and the value would be business side. See, that is how it works. Suppose I am a third party. Right now, my job will be to fill in all the details from my system into this template. Suppose I am relocating. Relocating in the sense I am migrating from PeopleSoft to Workday. In my PeopleSoft, what is the location called? I don't know, right? Whatever it is called, that table. And now we have got the location business object from Workday. Their field should map with each other, that when they actually fetch the value from PeopleSoft, it can be straight away put into this template. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Yes, all of you. I just put two values. Now what I will do? I will actually run the integration now. Why I will run the integration? Because see, at the moment we have just generated the template, but the integration has still not run. How will we run it? We will run it through this option to click on the integration, click on action, go to integration, launch it, and then click on. See, this is asking for the integration attachment. Now, what is this integration attachment? This is the place where you put the integration attachment file, put location 17. Now I have added that into the execution place. You see that your file is now here. Now what we are doing is we are trying to insert the data into Workday. Here you see it will tell you whether you want to have a load error limit. No, as many errors are there. You give it to me. And there is one more option which says validate only load. What will happen here if I check this box? This is a testing mechanism. Now, when I say testing mechanism, what does that mean? For example, I have not automated the process. I have put it manual. Once the data is received, I will go ahead and run the integration, but I will only do the validation. Now, what is this validation? What does that mean? It means that the file will run as it is supposed to run. It will check whether the data which has come in from the third party, if it is correct or not, if it is as per the requirement or not. If it is not there, then it will throw the error, and then you can send the error back to the vendor stating that you have not shared the data in the right format. And once the data is here, you can use that. That should not be a problem. This is a testing mechanism. I have got the file. I will run that file. I will not insert the data, but I am just running that. I will come to know that if there is any error, let's say in place of one field, another field value is there, right? It will not insert it. It will throw an error, yes or no. Yes, that error I will come to know, and I will send that file, the error file, to the vendor who has sent the data to us stating that, see, these are the errors. Please fix it and resend the file. Once they have resent it, I'll again validate. If there is no error, then only I will not validate it anymore. I will insert the data into Workday system. Right now, I'm not validating. I am directly inserting it into Workday system. If I have an error, it will generate an error file. If I don't have an error, it will not generate. Here, we are not going to get any output files. Why we are not going to get any output files? The reason is, if there is error, then only your output file will come. If there is no error, then the data will be inserted. We will wait for a message. See, it says completed. Now it says success, all records loaded successfully. Does that make sense, guys? Now what you are able to do? You are able to insert the data from a third party into Workday system using this template model. Right? I hope it is clear to all of you. Yes, no. And if we want to see that ingested data, we have to create a report and run it to see. Or is that another way to see it? I did not get your question, what report you are looking for. I'm saying let's suppose we have ingested 2 rows or 2 records in the location object, and if we want to validate end to end that it is inserted in the object, I can go from where I can see that my records is inserted into the object or not, from where you can see that. That's your question. Here, I will have to check on the Workday system. I'll have to build a report. Oh, that's what I said. We have to build a report to find whether the data which I have inserted into Workday has it come or not. There is no other way of validation. Alright, is there anything else? I hope you have understood how inbound EIB works. I have a question. Yes. How will you share our template? Template to third-party system. You can send it anyways, right? Third party means what other system their people have previously. No other system is fine, but you will send it to consultant, your PeopleSoft consultant. You can send it through email. That is not automated system. Sending the template is not automation. You have to give that template to them. How will you do that? The best way is email. Send them any email. Even after they fill the data in the template, even they'll send back the data through mail. No, if that is not manual, if that is not automated, your automation is not there, then they will send us by the email. If you have an automated email or you have automated integration, they will fill the data and they will upload it in the server. In the real time, like you said, like there is concept, like automation. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Again, I'll tell you when we were building the integration, right? I'll show it to you. We selected attachment there, yes or no. The first step. Yes, in case we don't select attachment there, if I say that there is a real-time connection between Workday and AWS server and there is 3 bucket. If that file is there, it will run the integration. It will try to fetch that file. Are you getting my point? No, sorry, I could not hear you. Yes, see, this is the place. I've got the get data option right. Here I have put attach at find, attach at pilot launch because I don't have a real-time system. But at that place, let's say FTP, right? If they have FTP, then they will not send us the template directly to us. They will upload it here in the FTP server in the directory where they keep the data. What happens whenever the integration runs? Wherever the integration runs, it will look for the change file. If there is a new file there, then it will pick it up automatically, run the integration, insert the data. Does that make sense? Yes, that is how your automation works. Yep, that is all from my side for today. I don't have anything more. Now we have completed EIB inbound, EIB outbound, both the things are completed. Instead of launch, where you have the launch right, I'll just show it to you. How did you schedule the report? Do you remember? Yes or no? Yes or no? Just frequency there. Exactly the same thing is here also. It is exactly the same. It is not different. If you see run once in future, minute, hourly, weekly, monthly, right? If you don't want to run now, you want to schedule it. That is the automation, right? How you can fix it is, this is the way. I can't show you the reel. Suppose we schedule it like that comes in core connector. I think when we go there. No. Tell me what is that it will be like for future 90 days effective date. We take all these things, right? Current moment, effective date, all these things. That will come in core connector. That's why I just remember, yes, the effective date. You know all those things. Yes, even while we prepare the custom report, we can schedule it right. Exactly the same thing. That's what I said. Exactly the same thing. Scheduling the way you have been scheduling reports. Your integration can also be scheduled in the same way. This will check the option like it is weekly, monthly, and will give the effective dates, and we'll just click on write. Then it will run according to our instructions. Yes, the issue say we discussed about EIB. If this information is enough, for this is what EIB is in Workday. There is nothing more than this. In EIB, you only have these things. There is nothing more than that. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@upptalk.com.